key responsibility because EELISA is basically composed of universities who are related with technology. So therefore, it makes a lot of sense that they think in how to put European values inside education. Not as an additional topic, but inside education. This means human dignity, this means values from civil society, this means freedom, this means our quality of life. And putting this is a key mission of EELISA. So EELISA, in fact, I think, should use this as one of the key elements in the portfolio. It's not just about technology. It's not even only about skills or soft skills. No? You know, they are very important these days, knowing how to communicate. It's also knowing how to put these European values at the core. So I think my impression is we are the last ones in Europe who care about civil society. No? Some others are more worried about the market or the government controlling everything. We do care about human people, about society as a whole. So this should be at the core of these European values, as I call them, should be at the core of EELISA education. Very important mission there.
A relatively short-term prediction for education is much more difficult than to make a long-term one. My expectation is that in 5 years, an experimental integration of the education process from the content side will make giant leaps. Most probably the formal integration will lag behind. But what is the most important? Education is currently, with the exception of a few initiatives, dominantly national, and for the national values that is good so, but if we speak about a single European market, we need such engineers and other professionals who are able to think in a European and international dimension. Those new skills are needed, so both geographically and disciplinarily we go inter. And that is something for which a very important first step will be made in 5 years, at least. I hope it's so, and I am convinced about.
So I think there are like 2 layers. So the first layer that is relatively easy, everything is difficult, but is relatively easy is what we are doing currently is opening up existing activities. So we already have a number of programs and activities, and we open up and we allow all people from other universities to come and join and use them. This is relatively complicated, but relatively easy at the same time. More difficult, and this is what I would like to see the EELISA in 5 years, is creating new things, programs, activities, events that doesn't exist. They only exist because this alliance. For example, a good example is this idea of communities. Communities that really encompass all of the partners in this consortium. This is what will make a difference, because then people, students, this is researchers and stuff, will understand that this is a different opportunity. Without EELISA, this wouldn't exist, and this will create a self-fulfilling prophecy, no? Because you have something that is different, that doesn't exist, then you want for this EELISA to keep on being alive, no? to stay in the longer term. This is what I see. I would like to see in 5 years, no? New things that I've been able to drag to take the whole organization, because they are impossible without EELISA.